Ooh, I like that. What, really like that?
No hands. Look, Ma, no hands. The bucket goes up on its own to a predetermined lift height. So it's going to go all the way up, and now I can aim with my steering wheel. I can look at what I'm doing while the bucket is up. Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Calgary, and we want to introduce you to the XC948U from XCMG.
So I think we should start where it's shiniest, because I like shiny things. And so what we can see in the back here are 6.7, so an electrically lifted hood. That switch is right here. So conveniently located right at the base. All we have to do is have the disconnect on, and we're able to lift up that hood so you can do your pre-trips, you can do your pre-checks, you can do your service points. From inside here, we can see the rear cooling package. We have a vertically stacked cooling package with our air-to-air, our hydraulic cooler, transmission cooler, and our coolant package. Right here, we see our after treatment package. This is a 6.7 Tier 4 final, Stage 5 compliant engine at 200 horsepower. So it's got lots of lift, all the capacity you need. Tucked in behind the cab is our hydraulic level. So we have a sight glass right there. And then if we come around on the other side, the right side of the machine, we have another view of the engine here. This is where we'll find our fuel filters. So we have our fuel water separator, our secondary filter, our air filter, our dipstick is right here on the side of the engine, and our diesel fill with a locked cap. Now you might think, do I have to lift the hood to fill the fuel? Absolutely not. We have access doors as well on the side. Very easy to get access to all of our service points. But with that hood up and out of the way, this machine is very easy to service. Our door on this side here is actually a really convenient feature, and that's that all of the cabs from XCMG on wheel loaders are able to tilt up. And so we have a tilt mechanism right here where we have a pump and a lever. And if we had pulled the bolts out of the cab, we'd be able to pump this jack and the whole cab itself would simply tilt up, giving us access to the torque converter in there, all our valves, our secondary steer, everything would be inside and easily accessed from underneath the cab. Our wheel loaders coming into Calgary are coming stock with the Lincoln auto greaser. And so this is going to help with our service intervals to stay on time with all of our grease points. So this auto greaser is distributing all the way out. And then what we can see is we actually have backup. So if you do find that you like to lube one pin more than another, you have access to the grease point right there. So you can externally grease those grease points. Wheel chocks up on the fender flares. Now this wheel loader comes with diff locks. So we have the ability to have an electric diff lock to be able to lock up all-wheel drive. We have a 3-speed transmission with the ability to lock out gears on that transmission. So we have all the range and all the control you want. If you don't want your operators moving that fast through the yard, you have the ability to inhibit that shift. If we take a look at our payload on the front, we have a hydraulic quick coupler, and we have a 3.15 yard bucket on here. It can go up to a 3.5 yard bucket. That bucket's got a replaceable cutting edge, ultra bright LED headlights in the front, as well as a full road light kit. So this has our signal left, right, hazards. So if you're roading your machine from yard to yard or site to site, we have a full light kit for you to be able to drive this down the road. On this left side of the machine, pretty traditional location for it. We see our transmission oil level here, but an added piece here that's really convenient for the techs out there is that we have the hydraulic main pressure here, the steering pressure, and we have transmission pump pressure available on the universal quick ports right here for your gauges. If we take a look again on this left-hand side, we have a door underneath our operator's boarding ladder, and this is where our battery tray is. So we have access to get to the batteries. So when we take a look at the loader frame itself, this is a Z-bar loader frame. And so we have the center link, and that gives us great visibility over our load. It also allows for a greater breakout force. And we're talking almost 34,000 pounds of breakout force in our bucket with our link here. So we've got lots of capacity. If you're putting that dig bucket on with the penetrating teeth, you're gonna have the ability to break into the ground and move material.
Okay, so when we hop up into this cab, we have a great visibility. We have all the windows on the front, side view, very little blind spots. I've got great visibility over my left and right shoulders. I can see right down to my fender flare. I actually can see that rear left corner of the machine, which is really great because some of the common blind spots that we normally have with the hood being really tall on other loaders, we don't have here. Add that we have our rear view mirror and we have a rear view camera that's mounted onto the hood that we just tilted or dropped back down. So we have an active rear view here. So if you're used to that in your vehicle, good news, it's also in the loader here. When we take a look at the operator station, we are able to step on this pedal, be able to tilt the steering column towards ourselves. We can open up and we can even telescope it out to us. And then we've got, from the operator standpoint, once we're in here, we have an air ride, air adjustable, payload controlled seat. And we can also adjust our armrest. So we can drop our armrest down if you like it more down and forward, or we can actually grab this other lever and we can slide it back and forth. And the whole point is so that when we drop in, we can put our arm down, we can have our hand on the control, and all of our controls are basically an elbow's rest away. So we have our engine controls right here. We have the ability to go into a boost mode in our engine, so a momentary increase in power. We have our regen, defer, or regen button, an auto idle button, diff lock button. We have our ride controls here, our auto lift or level, auto level, as well as our ride control that's ordered in on this machine. So that ride control will reduce your spillage, give you a smoother drive going down the road. We have our inching pedal, and we have our brake pedal, and our throttle pedal. Our hydraulic quick coupler, so we are able to change the bucket over to forks, just flicking a switch, which is really great, having a hydraulic quick coupler on the front. Our radio up in the top right corner, our light control, and the nice thing about this light control is all the light switches are indicated by a diagram of where they are on the machine. So if you know which lights you want to turn on, you can actually control the right ones. And then we have our HVAC and washer controls.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I really like that.
No hands. Look, Ma, no hands. The bucket goes up on its own to a predetermined lift height. So it's going to go all the way up, and now I can aim with my steering wheel. I can look at what I'm doing while the bucket is up. And if I was throttled up, it would be moving faster. The other thing we can do is just give that joystick a quick bump forward, and that bucket's going to drop right back down to our travel mode. That's a really great feature. All right, so this has been the XC948U from XCMG. We have them in Calgary. Come take a look, give them a test drive. So give us a call. We'll get you in the seat of one of these things. You can try and make some mess of our yard too a little bit. You'll move more material for less at the seat of this 948U.